Hey team, it's Dolores. I just wanted to show you a couple things that I put in my hosting package and what I do at checkout when I talk to people about hosting a presentation. Now, when you're doing your presentation, we've already discussed that and how you do your 3-question close at the end. And Norwex provides all of that information for us. The real deal with this is that you don't feel that it's about you. As soon as you start feeling like you are asking people to do a presentation because it's beneficial for you and for your family and for your finances, or you actually need to have another show on your calendar this month, as soon as you make it about you, it makes it really uncomfortable to ask people. For me, I always consider it a gift. I consider it a gift if I go into people's homes and I help them earn free product through the very generous hosting program. I'm the one giving them the gift. They don't pay for shipping, they don't pay tax, they don't pay for absolutely anything, and they will walk away with $300, $400, sometimes $500 in free product. Now, I don't pay for that either, but Norwex is extremely generous to their hosts. So I consider it a gift. I have no problems asking people if they would like to host a presentation because I know that I will be blessing their family and turning their home into a safe haven. All right, so a couple things that I use as tools at my presentation. You might want to order some of these in. These are the bookmarks that Norwex has on the back office on the Norwex CS site. And I encourage during the presentation for people to fill out the wish list on the back. I'll even give extra cards into the draw for people who have the most items written down on the back of their wish list. This is an excellent tool at checkout because I can see who has a lot of items written on their list so that I can help them receive them for free through the hosting program. So during the presentation, I put booking seeds in throughout. Anytime I talk about a product that they could earn for free through the hosting program this month or next month, I will plant that as a seed and I will say you can earn this for free through Norwex's very generous hosting program. But the other thing is at checkout, when people come and sit with you, that one-on-one time to connect with them, sometimes I'll sit on the floor in the living room, sometimes I'll actually go off in the kitchen and I'll collect them one-on-one. I do it both ways, but I do have multiple different ways that I like to ask people if I could come to their home and teach their friends and family about Norwex. So one way is referencing the bookmark. I'll say, let me take a look at your wish list. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, I see that you have a lot of items that you would like for your home. And I would love to help you get those for free. So, if you were to host a presentation, would you be interested in doing it either this month or next month? Is that something you would be interested in? That way I right away find out if that's something that they would possibly consider doing. Sometimes people will say that they're renovating their home or their mother-in-law is visiting or they're going on a long trip. And those are things that I always make notes of on the order form so that when I do my follow-up calls that I do remember who they are and that I can be intentional with that relationship. So when they come to me and they're ready for checkout, I customize my order forms. The Canadian order form is a little bit bigger than the US one, but I do highlight in pink where it says email, and I also highlight down here where I need a signature for them so that I can email them. Because in Canada, we cannot email people without their consent. So because I am not French, I do cover the French words and I put my little sticker down here asking for consent to send them emails in the future, which is my Ripple Effect newsletter. Now, you will find that sometimes customers are not inclined to give you their email address, and that's because they want to know, why do you want it? All of us receive a lot of spam emails in a month, and some companies send us more than we would actually like to receive. So what I tell people is if they bring me their order form and they haven't given me their email address, I always say, no problem. I was just going to tell you what was on sale once a month. I just tell my customers once a month what's going on. And if you ever want to order anything, I can ship anywhere in North America and it can be delivered right to your home. You don't have to attend a presentation. As soon as I tell people what my intentions are, they're very willing to give me their email address. And then I do need their signature down here. On the bottom here as well, I highlight in usually yellow. I just say, it says here, would you like to host a presentation? Are you interested in more information about the business opportunity? And I highlight those in yellow. I just find that it makes them pop on the order form. And if you have kids, this is a great after school activity while they're watching TV. I get my kids to fill out these forms, highlight them for me, and add the sticker on for the signature. On the back copy, the pink copy, which is the copy that the customer goes home with, I add my personal label because I do sign the form and I put my name on it, but this is guaranteed that it's very legible. They have my email address and my website, so if they ever want to get a hold of me, that's right on the label for them to be able to connect with me. So when you're filling out the order form, you fill out the top portion. Now, if people know what they want, they will fill it out. For people who are not familiar with Norwex's products, or if they're elderly, I always offer, just come and sit with me. I would love to fill out your form for you. I will look up the numbers. Just come and visit with me and tell me what your needs are, and I will direct you to the products that can fix your problems in your home. And I will fill out their form for them. So once the form is filled out and we total it, I let them go home with the pink copy. I give the yellow copy to the host so that when the orders come in that she can distribute them. And then I keep the white copy. All right, so she comes to me with her order form, her bookmark with all her wish list on it, and her catalog. I tell people I am no librarian. Please write your name on your catalog, fold the corners of your book, write in your catalog, and I want you to go home with this instruction manual so that you know how to use your product. The other thing that I give all of my customers is a magnet, and I want them to stick this to their washing machine so they know how to properly care for their product. And I have the list of instructions for how to care for their products. And this is actually posted on my blog, doloresvan.com, so you can check that out there. All right. So at checkout, I also have a copy of the following month's hosting specials and a copy of this month's customer specials. So that way, if I can show them any way that I can package the product that they already have on their wish list or on their order, that if I can help them save some money to be able to pick things up in a package or on a discount, I definitely want to help them save their money that way as well. So if they have it filled out, or if they don't have it filled out that they would like to host a presentation, there are 3 questions that I ask people at checkout. And the very first question is, so how did you enjoy this evening? I want their feedback because that is how I can critique myself. I'll even ask, did you find it too long? I know there were a lot of questions tonight. I hope you were okay with that. I do offer to do checkout immediately for people who need to go, but I always ask for their feedback because that is constructive criticism or compliments, which will help you critique your presentation for future shows that you do. So ask for it. Then I'll say to them, maybe you or maybe someone that you know might be interested in being a distributor. If you are interested, or if you know of somebody that may be interested, I have some information packets here tonight. Was that something that you were interested in? Now, if they say that they're interested or someone that they know may be interested, I then let them leave with an information pack and I leave it at that. I don't say anything else to them. I will jot it down on their order form. I will ask them if I can give them a call within the next week to touch base with them, or if they would prefer to meet with me for coffee, they can either text or email me and we can set up a time to meet one-on-one to answer any questions that they have. But if they are interested in the business, let them go home and let them chew on it. And we have packages for that as well. All right. So if they say that they're interested in hosting a presentation, which is question number 2, this is the packet that I give them. So this is just a little reusable bag that I've used for a number of years. And in here, I give them additional order forms and additional catalogs. And I'll ask them how many they would like of each. Now, obviously, we want to encourage them to get outside orders because we all know that only 1/4 of the people that they invite to their presentation will actually be able to attend. So if they work, you want to stick a couple stickers on the outside of the catalog telling them what date the party is closing, or even just take a marker and write on it, you know, this is Sandra's party, it's closing on October the 15th. and then put her phone number on it, or your information, of course, is on the back as the consultant as well. So these catalogs are your marketing tools, and give them away like they're free. People will sometimes host a presentation to get free product for themselves, but women especially will be very excited to invite their friends if they know that there's something in it for them. So I always have a copy of what are the customer specials for the following month already in the hosting bag, as well as the hosting specials. I want her to know that anyone who comes will have discounted product, because that way she can pass it on to her friends and family and say it's going to be a fun and fast, informative evening, and there's specials for you as well. Ask her how many postcards she would like, whether she's going to drop them in the mailboxes in her neighborhood, or her community, at school, maybe in her church. And I know that my husband just printed these wee little labels for me, and I get my kids to stick them once again on the back. The hole on the back of the postcards is pretty small for us as consultants, but you want your information on there, whether it's your email address or your website, your phone number, so the customers can get in touch with you as well, because it says that you're the consultant. I do give a copy of the 4-star hosting program, and right away, sitting at the coffee table or sitting at the kitchen table, I show her how Norwex is so generous in their hosting program, and that she can get over $100 in free product just by educating her friends and family and collecting order forms filled out with purchased product on it. And it doesn't even matter what her total sales are for the evening. It just totally takes the pressure off, that she can get an Enviro cloth, body pack, dusting net, car cloth, and the scrub cloth, all for free just for collecting the orders. So by collecting 15 order forms, even if they all just order one Enviro cloth each, or one window cloth, maybe even just some spear nets or spear sponges, get the mindset into her mind that if she collects those order forms and educates those people, Norwex is going to give her a lot of free product. It also has on here what we will do in our hostess coaching, and that is a place for her to collect her frank list. And it's a place for her to keep everything all together inside this little bag, and it shows her everything that she can earn for free through the 4-star hosting program, which I do reference during my hostess coaching calls. So it just keeps everything all together. I also like how it gives them a bit of a verbiage, some things that they can say when they reach out to their friends and family. But ultimately, you want your host to be excited about the product. Now, if you have someone come up to you at the end of the night and book a party, but they have no product at their home, I challenge you, give them something for free. Give them something to borrow. Lend them something. Because when they go home and try the product, they'll fall in love with it, and their enthusiasm is going to quadruple in their mannerisms when they reach out to their contacts to invite them. So I use this hostess party flyer, which is also available on Norwex's CS site, and it has my name on the back of it as well. You can give them a microfiber information sheet, as well as I give the before and after book to people who are new to Norwex. I find that when I get into groups of people that are not familiar with Norwex's product, I would rather them show their friends and family the before and after book and not show them the catalog. I am Dutch, and when I first saw that one window cloth was, I think back then it was $17, I remember saying to Doug, "What, does it clean for you?" I was not in favor of spending that much money on one cloth. So for me, I would rather show people how the product works, because then they'll see the value. And ironically, some of the first window cloths that came into our home, we still have in our home today, and that's over 10 years later. So yes, they are totally worth it. The last thing that I have in my little packet, and I do reference it when I'm doing the checkout with her and letting her go home with everything. I don't go through absolutely everything with her, but I do touch on it, is the business opportunity. This flyer is in here. I don't necessarily talk about it. She can read it when she gets home. But for those of you who are on the solution team, we do have a document called the test drive, And it's a way that I have trained my team to talk about Norwex, as you can just take it for a test drive. If you go to the Volkswagen dealership and you ask to take one of their cars out on the road for the afternoon and you bring it back, they do not assume you're going to buy that car. You were allowed to just take it for a test drive and return it. The same is true with Norwex. You can sign up, become a consultant, take the $700 in free product, take the $700 in cash by maximizing the Fresh Start program, and you will be able to see if doing Norwex is for you just by simply taking it for a test drive. So I am excited that you are involved in the Norwex business, and I know that if you use these tools in your hosting pack, your host will feel very well taken care of, as well as it will maximize her opportunity hosting to help her increase her free product, because she will feel equipped to do a presentation with you. So I wish you all the best with your business.